Hey guys, welcome back to Hoff Bergman. We are trying to clear a little bit of space off of this cow pen so we can get some more milk spawning. There we go. And then I want to take some compost up to the greenhouses and see if they take compost. Then we need to see if we can't refuel a tractor. Was a question somebody asked. There, I think that's enough space for now. I think we'll have plenty to make some cheese and butter with. Hey, David. Hey, Solid, Rizzo, Caleb. Better trailer. Cardo, Kiwi, what's up? Hey, Chad. Alex, what's up? Oh. We sold some milk. Sold milk at the farm pasture or the farm shop, didn't we?
Yeah, you just take the
Marks?
cans. Yep. Yeah, I sold $3,000 worth, I think, today or yesterday.
All right, let's see what happened. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I don't think that works. All right, well.
No. Freaking lag.
No trailer works, or are you just suggesting to use a trailer?
Where do the milk go again?
The milk cans
Yeah.
inside the farm shop.
We don't put the trailer, you have to put the jugs in the farm shop by hand.
It's just me.
Right, I don't think the greenhouses take compost. Try to dump it with the shovel and it just
Latency is just all.
Oh, you're having bad internet at night.
That's just.
All right, we'll grab a little flatbed, or we'll grab the little 3-point hitch thing, and come down here and get these jugs. Hey, RJS. The trailer works for the compost at the greenhouse. I don't. Round. That back. So
Alright, sorry, I had resync. This doesn't work. Might be a single player kind of night.
Alright, where's all our trailers at?
I found one trailer over by the horse pasture.
There's a big truck by the silo, Darren, with a big tipper on it.
I don't know. I'm going to get
I've
that
seen
flatbed.
that, but I'd like one for the tractor.
Up near the cow shed, I think, is where we.
Yeah, I've been putting them all up here. All the tippers are up here by the cow TMR area. All right, so where is that platform? There's the platform.
Up top, Darren. Missed it.
Let's take these off.
I've never been up here.
Where we hide the trailers. Get the map at lsfarming-mods.com. You'll need to be a registered user.
Well, the silage tower's full.
How much does it hold?
200,000.
So the milk jugs will show up on that platform there. And on the platform where we're about to go. Is it under miscellaneous? Under like the pallets? Where the pallets and bales are under miscellaneous? Hey, Fat Mike.
I think the hay. I think everything probably holds 200,000.
I'll look once we get out of the tractor here.
Because I should have the hay loft filled here next run.
Tried filling the Cheesemaker with cans of milk.
I have not tried the cans. Nope. I've just taken milk out of the
Got a pallet,
milking.
miscellaneous. But we can't buy jugs
Ugly
of
cows over here are like overflowing in.
Gotta move all these milk jugs by hand. They sell in the farm shop only between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Just put them there. They won't do anything until 7 p.m. Trying not to have an explosion of milk cans here. Do we have a clue how much milk these hold?
I would say probably 100. But I haven't really couldn't tell you, to be honest with you.
And white cows, 4,450. We're at the Brahmin. Brahmin, 120 liters. Oh, there's a lot more than 120 liters of milk.
I'm just going off the shop price. The other day when I put it in, I thought it was like close to $1,000 for milk, and I'd say I probably put 30-something cans in there because we got $3,047 of milk sales yesterday. So I'd say there's probably 100 in each can. But I haven't tried to put it in the creamery, or the cheesery, whatever they call it.
All right, I might try that. Oh no!
I know we have over 4,000 liters of regular milk too. So.
At least the jugs seem to auto-right themselves. All right, let's put this jug back on, and then I'll think we'll pretty much
Yeah, that
have a full
farm
load.
sim league looks like fun.
Yeah, we need a few alternates now.
So I guess it looks like a race to harvest, bale, and put the bales away, if I'm looking at it right. And then it seems like there's obstacles, like the bridge is that one scene where he's jumping off the bridge. So I bet you the bridge closes to slow people down or something.
Oh, thanks, Furious, for coming and get the rest. We can quite get them all on here. Sorry, guys, I was trying to concentrate and pay attention. Setting these on here. So, yeah, the jugs just spawn and disappear. Think of them like bales. I'm sure the trailer is fairly well. I just had the platform. Let's see. Can we put a jug in the cheese? I suspect we probably could. Hey, country girl, what's up? All right, I'm gonna try to put a jug in the cheese. Spinning. Yep, that works. 120 each. 120 liters each.
Excellent.
Cheese dairy production.
Excellent. Wonder if you can put them in the butter.
About to find out. Well, in 2017, the rear deck was auto load, or there was an auto load rear deck. I went in, I started it, and I opened the lid. Door. It does. How much is in a bucket?
100.
My account, I have no interest in being a farmer again. That enough as a kid. Trust me. Real life farming is 0% like this. Well, the steps are somewhat similar in order. But sitting out in a field, baling hay, for example, in the dead of summer, in a cabbed tractor is no fun. Definitely not like sitting in an air-conditioned house, driving a fake tractor baling hay.
Alright, the drying chamber is almost full. Now, do you get hay out of the drying chamber, or do you have to move it to the hay loft?
You
I
could
don't know.
pull hay out of the drying. Well, after it's dried, you have to pull it out of the drying chamber to use or store.
So you can move it out of one side and put it to the other.
How many barrels do we?
There should be a couple in the shop
Yeah, I
somewhere.
got 2 down here at the shop.
So we'll
Alright.
need
I
2
got
more.
I got 1,000 liters of butter in here to churn.
You'll have to buy
Are those full down there?
No, they're empty.
because each barrel holds 250, I think. That gator comes in handy, hauling all that stuff around.
Or
I mean, you can get a bunch more if you want. Just depends on how much butter you want. See, this map would be fun with seasons because you could make a bunch of product and store it over the winter. You know, butter and cheese and all that stuff. And you can focus on farming the rest of the year.
So we could toss the jugs. Toss the jugs. Well, the pasture cows, you can get 100% effectiveness out of them with just hay, whereas the cows in the cow area need, total mixed rations to get 100%. Oh, this thing, butter machine. 1,000 liters in it. Barely red. Barely registering.
The butter machine?
Jeez.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all right. It just keeps producing cheese. Yeah, I want to dig into that script he has for these, because I bet you the cattle pens and the cheese kind of all run off the same script. It's probably not even really a script, but it's pretty
Well,
cool
since the
though.
cheese is in the animals area, I assume it's technically an animal pasture placeable that's just somehow embedded in the mapping you own or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Most of this map, if not all the map's functions, are all done using technically in-game capabilities, just remastered.
For hay bales for the pasture, the easiest thing probably would be to get some hay out of the loft and just bale it instead of having to buy a tedder and all that stuff. Just dump it on the ground, run the baler over it.
Oh, another minute and 40 seconds on the butter machine. I'll go take the cheese down the shop and then go get the other 2 milk jugs. So, you say the fuel only works for some of the vehicles? Not all of them?
putting grass up here at the PGA. I haven't tried it out yet. I've just been filling the bunk.
Yeah, I wanted to organize yay party one day. Let's throw our cheese.
Willkommen im Hofladen. Was darf sein?
Yeah, bringing you
So
cheese
I
to sell.
don't know if it's by design, but this bunker feels a little different. It doesn't touch the walls. It pyramids up.
Rockhounds did. But same with the like if you have the first release of Rockhound's silage bunker, it does that.
Willkommen im Hofladen. Was darf sein?
Uh-huh. Sure.
I didn't know if Bear was watching or
I haven't seen him.
Willkommen im Hofladen. Was darf sein?
I didn't know if that was by intention or if it's just an oversight.
Walking too close, it starts jerking and shaking and kind of annoying.
Willkommen im Hofladen. Was darf sein?
There we go. Yep. See, when someone comes in the shop, you can sell them cheese. Right there, okay? Alright. Go get those other barrels. Drive over our chickens. There's a milk jug spawned in already.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, the wood barrels, you buy those, so you get to keep those. When you put milk in the dairy tank from outside,
Yeah.
go inside with the bucket and fill. All right. Whoa. Nobody tell the guy at the shop what I did. Quiet. Didn't do anything. Nothing to see here. Just fell over on its own. See? Nothing ever happened. I'll deny it. Nothing ever happened.
All right, I'm back.
Didn't miss anything. Nothing
All
to
right.
see here.
So
I
Clover,
saw it.
do you mow it?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't.
No.
I never had it roll, so it. Oh, I should have turned off back there. I did it. I made it. All right, I'm bringing in 2 more barrels. Booter. Oops. Missed the door. Yeah, you can do that. I just wanted to see if the jugs would work over here, and they did. So while I had it over here, I just went ahead and used them. Oh. And we are done. All right. This here. Process. Thank goodness we don't have to actually pour it in. Like I said, I think technically this map doesn't use any additional scripts. Somehow this thing is basically set up as an animal area, because we find it in the animal area, in the menu. The storage silos that you put product in, they're technically set up as trailers. A lot of the production stuff is set up as a vehicle. That's why you have to enter it. Of course, the mixers are set up, as if they were TMR mixers, just with different XMLs for their inputs.
You can put it on the metal shelf in here too, behind her.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know about the metal shelves on the walls. I haven't tried those, but I know I put the cheese behind her where it says Product aus Egner Herstellung, whatever that is. I love this hayloft. I'm telling you right now, you can get this to work with bales. You couldn't get bales back out. So.
You can't put hay grass bales in and get hay bales out. That's not realistic.
No, you could, if you could conveyor just hay bales up to the loft, and I guess it'd have a bale shredder, and then you would just have loose at that point. It'd be cool if you could put hay bales up there and get hay bales back out. Not yet, I guess. Is the horses make manure? Because there's a little manure pile over here by the horse barn. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I think they do. What do you mean you don't have to use the bucket? How do you get it in the cheese if you don't use the bucket? Oh, you know what we need to look for? Do we have any dead pigs? Do we have any dead pigs? No. 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 Daggone it. No dead pigs yet.
That's good. I mean, is it random, or as long as we keep them fed and water?
No, I think it's. All right, let's see here. What can we do? Mark this here. All right, so we got wool. I think it's just the breeding pigs. All right, well, we got plenty of manure, so let's go get a trailer. Take some manure up to the greenhouses. Get them going. Whoa. Do you go in there with the liquid tanker? You're saying?
Wow, those pigs are breeding fast.
There's the poo. Oh, they're saying in chat that you can just take the John Deere liquid trailer, put it in the, back it up to the Cheesemaker and just.
You don't have to do the bucket.
No.
Nice.
Well, the health goes down unless you ride them. The health goes down if you don't ride it. I think. All these take is water. You can't not feed them because there's no feed to give them. It'd be cool if you could put compost in like those oats. Sell those in the farm shop. You know, maybe
Yeah, I know.
gardeners
Bergmann, you could.
gardeners will want to buy your compost.
I know in 17 you could bag it. Remember they had that palletizer machine or whatever that thing was, and then you could sell the bagged. Because you can make bag compost, and then you can make the propane tanks. You can sell all that stuff in the farm shop.
Yeah. Like I said, this is all a start.
I think it's awesome. I think like we've talked before. I think any time the game is added a feature like a different, not a different crop, but an actual change in how you play the game. I think that's awesome. The compost that Darren CCS worked so hard on, and then the anhydrous that Darren's working on. The cheesemaker, the butter maker. I think that stuff adds to the game. Like I love, if they did carrots and stuff like that, I wish if they did it, they would not just make the fill type, but actually have a machine that really replicated, like the harvesting of carrots.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't plant carrots with a. Like rice. Rice would be cool. Kind of partial to peanuts just because we grow peanuts in Virginia.
They grow a lot of peanuts on the Emerald Coast down there in Florida. Peanuts and cotton.
Have a peanut roaster.
Rice would be cool. Now I know you can use a regular harvester for rice, like a regular
Heck on it.
but planting it, there's a really good YouTube channel. It's like the Rice Farmer or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But he farms rice in California. And it's pretty cool how they do it.
Chad says North Carolina's big cotton and peanuts. Also,
Yeah, I'd say a lot of your coastal plains would have a lot of that, especially in the southeast. The weather's probably the same.
oh, Queensland, Australia. Yep. It's all about, it's all about trying to replicate reality from a sense of feel. Some folks play predominantly in first person in order to replicate reality as best they can. There's definitely different players, and there's different ways to play the game. But there's a pretty big interest in playing realistically. I guess it's a full trailer.
So you said they greenhouses wouldn't take compost?
No, I tried, and I dumped it with the bucket. It just fell on the ground. Got a trailer of poo. Got a bucket with poo in it. Let's see if I can put a bucket in it. Then we'll start rolling the money in the greenhouses.
And they're just like hourly production, right?
Yeah.
They actually don't make a product.
Not yet, he said.
Okay.
So somebody asked earlier if this map was based on either the in-game maps, and it is based on Felsburn. In fact, if you look closely at the roads, you can see that the roads, at least these paved roads, are following, part of the Felsburn map. The main farm is where the
This
start
grass
farm
field
is
is a
on
beast.
Felsburn. The curvy road over there to the shop is the curvy road over there to where the rail train is. Animal dealer is just south of where the dock is. Grass field.
Yeah, this big one there in the middle of the map.
All right, let's see.
So it's an unplowed, unlimed, unfertilized state, and I've probably pulled,
Oh, that didn't work.
I don't know, probably 750,000 liters of grass off this thing. I mean, I filled up the silage tower. I almost filled up the hay. I've got the
Inside,
silage bunker at the BGA half full.
inside it took it.
And I still probably got 3 or 4 more loads.
Well, Matt,
Imagine if it had been plowed,
consoles can definitely see more
limed,
maps and mods. They
fertilized
just have
twice,
to
and then
submit
mowed.
them to the Giants Mod Hub. Giants has to review them, approve them, and release them. It's not sent to the Giants Mod Hub. It can't go on console. Back to trailer into the greenhouse. Got a unload location. Was able to put manure in with a bucket.
Yeah, they may have it on purpose that way. Seems like they're a fan of manual work on this map.
Consoles, as far as I know, cannot have 4x maps. There's a limitation. So if big maps mean 4x, then no. As far as I understand it.
What was the mixture for TMR? Or how much does that thing hold? Do you know?
40,000 liters. It's
So do 20 of hay, 10 of silage, and 10 of straw, give or take.
yeah.
And then on the pig food, what was the mix? Do you remember?
2-to-1. Respect to root crops. One of
All right, so 2 potatoes for every 1 whole wheat. Do you remember the capacity on it?
it's probably 40 also. You can use sugar beets also.
Got it. Earth crop. So have you been driving by these fields and you notice the little concrete circles with looks like a water pump?
Yeah, I think it's like a well.
What do you think? Like an irrigation hookup kind of deal?
You can buy sugar beets. I think you can buy them down at the animal dealer under the spout. Definitely buy potatoes down there. Oh, it's full. The only thing I know is what's in the Giants testing thread. As far as maps coming to console. Each greenhouse holds 3,000 manure. Well, some folks have said it works for some vehicles and not others. I don't understand why it would work for some and not others. I think they also seem to imply that you needed to fill
Anybody still using the belt?
the fuel tank. I'm not using it.
I was just gonna move another load of hay out.
But you can't see anything that is not a brand licensed by Giants.
Where is it at, sir?
I think it was by the hay dryer. So, for example, if you want a Ford truck, well, Ford's not a licensed brand by Giants, so that won't happen. If you want a truck that looks like a Ford that's called Lizard, if it looks too much like a Ford, then Ford will say, well, it looks like our truck. Therefore, it is our truck and you can't have it. So, all of those restrictions are put in place by console manufacturer, not by Giants. Two greenhouses full. Well, you can't. What'd you try to fill it with? Because you can't fill the fuel tanks with the in-game fuel trailer. You have to use You have to use the fuel trailer that is with the universal tanker pack.
What did we buy?
That wasn't me. Hey, Doughboy, what's up? Yep. Well, Giants gets the easy target because it's their game, right? So if something can't go on console, then it must be because Giants won't let it. But the truth is, Sony and Microsoft own 100% your gaming experience on your console. You can only do what Microsoft and Sony want you to be able to do on their console. Yes, you paid for it. You bought it. Think of it as basically paid that much money so that you could use their console. You can only play the games they want you to be able to play, and you can only play them in ways they want you to be able to play them on. They are the original Apple of you either do it Apple's way or no, you're not at all. Oh my goodness. Lucky you. Been some big storms moving through the whole East Coast. We, though, seem to have missed everything. There was a big hailstorm came through just north of us over the weekend. I don't think we saw a drop. Big thunderstorms moved through, went all around us. We didn't see really a drop today. If Midwest Horizons is not a 4X map, and if the map author submits it to Giants, and if Giants approves it, then maybe yes. Those are the only ways you can get anything on console. Is if first mod author submits it to Giants, 2 passes testing. Mod author never submits it to Giants, then it will never be available. Pretty simple. Let's go.
Oh, cool. You're starting to see the fill plane up top of the hay.
Get this. Let's get. All right, let's go see what happens. Whoa, 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 whoa. Natural disasters. That would be the first thing everyone would scream about. How do I turn it off? How do I turn it off? I lost my whole crop to a tornado. How do I turn it off? Let's see if we can fill this tanker with fuel. There we go. Well, there was I think there was an update today posted on the seasons thread. Giants saying that they were testing. Guessing it's some form of internal testing. Of course, reminded everybody that they want to see the seasons released as much as everyone else. So pretty good. The deal with seasons is they're making it, but of course, they're not being paid to make it. So they make it on their own time when it's available.
Diesel back to the farm.
Just a little bit. Folks are saying that it doesn't work, or it doesn't work on certain vehicles, which didn't make any sense. Why it would work on some and not others?
True.
Then there were some folks saying they couldn't fill it, so we're going to go fill it. Try to fill it. Well, Doughboy, maybe it's not in an early access state yet, or maybe they're a little gun shy from the whole debacle in 17. It seemed like the number of folks that had early access to it kind of exploded. Then, of course, it got leaked out or whatever.
Seen the fill plane up here on Klein?
It's heap. All right, this needs some fuel. Refill car. Oh, that worked. 1933 now. Up. So, yeah, season's announced. Crop rotation. Interesting how that works, and kind of be interesting to see how useful it is from the standpoint of the fact that how many it's already got fuel in it. How many folks for crop rotation to be effective, you really need to play for multiple years. And I honestly don't think that many players played for multiple years before they went map hopping. Might be wrong. That's just my thought. Little fuel. Now I could use some fuel. You know what? We need this service. Thing needs a lot of fuel and needs to be repainted. Oh, that's something else they announced. recently they mentioned that I highly doubt the map author is going to submit this to Giants, especially given the ordeal that they gave him on the map's release. Oh, look, it's been repainted. Giants mentioned, or not Giants, but Seasons. Seasons mentioned that they have separated out maintenance from repainting. So basically, you can maintain your tractor and your implement without repainting, without getting it repainted. Doesn't look like this tractor likes that fuel trigger. So what happened, David, is the map author intended to release the map to a small group of supporters for basically a beta testing release. And then a full release basically a week later after kind of a shakedown period. Just to basically check and see if there were issues that didn't crop up in testing, which we now know there are. Apparently some folks went to Giants and basically said that the map author was, quote, selling his mod, making it only available for people that paid. Okay, a little bit of a misrepresentation of the truth. And basically Giants stepped in and basically told him that he had to release it to everybody or nobody. And as such, then he thought about releasing two versions. One with the extra functions and one without, at least for a short period of time. But I guess was advised by legal counsel, as I understand it, to not do that. So instead, he released it to everybody. And that's it. And henceforth, the huge discussion in the Giants forums about paid mods, paid to play, paid to whatever, modders using Patreon and making mods available to people that are willing to donate money and such forth and so forth. You could say it, yep. Say it was probably a contributor. The Blue Fent is definitely a public mod. I don't use private mods. Definitely on multiplayer servers. I did a mod review of it a couple months ago. Be in my mod review playlist. That's about all I remember. Well, Kiwi, I don't know. I mean, in 17, you really couldn't turn off seasons functions other than just not playing with seasons. Not like you could turn snow off. Maybe you could. You could make it so it didn't accumulate a whole bunch of layers, but I don't think you could actually turn snow off. Oh. We're going to need water area. How about? Here. One over here. I don't see it. All right, we're going to... What? I'm not going to put it right there. Kidding me? Guess we don't have place anywhere on. Oh well. You need to have the developer console enabled. And then press F5. Once again, Matthew, map author has to submit the mod to Giants. Giants has to approve the mod and then be out on console. First off, someone has to make an American map that then wants to upload it to Giants. Then has to get it approved.
Tried the slurry holding tank yet?
And then has to get it released for console. No. Enough.
Gotcha.
So if you have the dev console enabled, you just hit the tilde key, the little squiggly line, and that'll come up. Hit F5, you'll see that. Hit F4, you'll get wireframe mode. Holy cow. Hit F2, you'll get frames.
So it looks like the hayloft, if you use both chambers, can hold 500,000 liters, 250 on each side.
Nice. 150,000 liter straw. At that close to filling it up.
Yeah, it holds 500,000 too, the straw.
Did Apache Gamer ask something? Vehicle inspect. The upper left corner.
which I'll probably fill it up here. I got one more load of grass to do, and then I'm going to go start pulling the straw off of that barley field. Not that we really need it, but I'm trying to max everything out. See if we can break it.
Huh. At any rate, this is enough. Well, I wasn't trying to back up that well. Trying to get there quicker more than anything else. Oh. All right. Hey, Dana, what's up? All right. Why am I not getting the... Oh. Fill a tool. Well, this one's empty. Empty.
All right, the big grass field is done.
Oh, did I empty one into the other? What's the question, Dana? You're putting your system back together? Hopefully. No work. Why are you having no work? There we go. Oh, you put it in the triggers, and then at 7 p.m. it sells. We'll go back to the shop. I'll show you. Doesn't sell right away. Basically sells between 7 and 8 p.m. There we go.
Yeah, I was just repairing everything that still needed repaired. My fence was getting pretty wore out. This loading wagon.
Hey, James, what's up? It's okay. Yeah, so wait till 7 p.m. and you should get your money.
While I was there, I thought I'd just knock it all out.
Look, I managed to back that up. Look, I did it. I did it. Hey, mid, what's up? I don't know why the frames were so low when I was going down that street. Now, do note that I am playing this with graphics on very high and even higher than that. At 2950 by 1440, which is 2K resolution. So just because I get 30 frames here doesn't mean running at 1080 you'll get 30 frames. Very, very specific to your graphics settings, resolution, and the fact that I'm also streaming at the same point in time that I am playing. I have to do a fairly decent job at backing up, since Doughboy's like, you can't back up trailers. Also, mind you, I'm doing this with a keyboard at the moment. Well, hey, Levi. I'll just say Levi because I guess it's Yanev. I'll just say, hey, Levi. How's that? Enough. Breeding piggies. Breeding piggies could you... well, they'll do fine later. My wheel's right in front of me. Yeah, I'm using it right now. I have this thing. If I'm in third person, I use the keyboard. If I'm in first person, I use the wheel. It's like being ambidextrous. Just what I do. I've always done. All right, where's the shop? So we have eggs, milk, butter, and cheese. Oh, very, very, well. OCD says these things have to be labeled side, right, I did like the oh, well, you can't have it going through the wall. Did like to, uh-oh. Oh, I did it. I did it. Look, hey, don't judge me. Oh, that'll work. See this sign over here? I don't have a clue what it says, other than it says 19 and 20 UHR, which I think means hour. So it says something about you get your money between 7 and 8. We're not going to be on the map at 7 and 8, but that's when we get our money. Let's sell this trailer. We don't need it anymore. Three days. That one anymore.
Somebody want to turn that if it's not.
All right. It's sucking. It's just slow. Oh, is that what it says?
Slow it is.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's see here. Else need anything? I think the animals are good for now. Oh, where'd you get all that poo? Did you buy it?
No, this was up at the breeding pigs in the pig pen.
Oh, I even forgot about that. I did put water in this one. I put water in all of the front ones. I put any water in the back.
Are they all tomatoes or are they different?
I think the front's tomatoes. The back might be cabbage. Look, see, I just backed that up with the keyboard, and now I'm driving with the wheel.
That thing is slow.
What to do? I want to sell. I want to sell me. Mini Fox, I do
Grab the
not
belt.
use a
trailer.
keyboard wheel mod. I absolutely despise those keyboard steering mods. Slows your steering down. I can't drive a dang with them. I wreck all over the place. Maybe I should have grabbed something with a little more horsepower. I tried to use a controller once when I was traveling,
Are you
and
picking up more straw, Klein?
I could never get it to work. Yeah, I grabbed the trailer and I thought almost
Almost.
grabbed the semi sell me. Compost we have is basically all straw. Other field.
Gotcha.
It's from 10. 250,000 liters of straw in the blower. Then I put the rest in compost heap, 300,000 liters. Man, this is a field with a hill. I don't drink Jack Daniels, though, boy. I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna take some up and put it in the breeding pig.
Oh, yeah, you can do that, too. I got pig food up in that silo.
I should be able to fit inside the shed.
Oh, this is a nice shade of green.
Yeah, I was just gonna fill them from the loading wagon.
Are we talking about that North Dakota map? Something else.
I was watching chat and someone said there's no room for placeables on this map.
No predefined flat area.
Yeah. There's those little grass fields.
Yeah.
Those are perfect. Especially the one right next to town.
Yeah. When folks ask me about placeables, I think about, flat concrete, dirt, or gravel that's
Predefined.
pretty much there for the purpose of that. Sacrificing prop.
Terrence said, "Wah."
I mean, what do you need? There's plenty of places to store stuff. What do you need placeable for? For more production? No.
Well, I'm trying to think what's not on the map. I mean, there's TMR production, there's pig food production, there's hay production, where they want the fertilizer production, and there's seed production.
Where's the fertilizer?
There isn't any on this one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, other than fertilizer production, everything's already available. I love the grass destruction. Like, that's awesome.
Oh no! The boy's power went out. Now I have to say, I think the North Dakota map is more gimmick than is going to be actually playable. From the standpoint of the resolution that the layer files need to be like there is basically it's a GRLE file. Good old Genetic likes to call it a girly file.
That Fent
But the
800 mod that you have on the
GRLE
nice
file
tractor sounds good.
basically is at its heart an image. And the image is, the picture file, JPEG if you will, has to be a specific resolution for the specific map size. And for a standard map, as I understand it, it's either 1024 by 1024 or 2048 by 2048. Okay? That's for a standard size map. For 4X map, you have to 4 times that. So we're talking 4,000 something by 4,000 or 8,000 by 8,000 pixels. Okay? We're talking basically an 8K image at this point. A 16X map, we have to 4 times 4X map. So we have to take an 8K image and make it a 32K image. Okay? So supposedly this North Dakota map is what, 64X? Well, it would have to be 128,000 pixels wide and 128,000 pixels tall. According to some map makers I know, Giant's editor can't accept anything greater than 4X without a script. And the script that was out in Farm Sim 17 to do greater than 4X maps itself had a limit of 32X. Let alone the performance that Giant's editor is going to have with a blank map of that size. Anybody can tell you that they've opened a 4X map in Giant's editor that's had any decent amount of decoration and stuff in it. It's pretty painful. So, if it is supposedly as big as it is, those girly files likely can't be the right size. And what happens when you have these files of the wrong resolution, you end up with things like we've seen maps where you can't TED the grass in a specific direction. It won't turn to hay unless you TED it only in one direction. Or we've seen 4X maps where the ground has to be absolutely perfectly flat for you to be able to TED the grass into hay without it skipping and missing. We've seen 4X maps where when you mow a windrow is like
Got some
skewed
wool up
off
here.
to the side
2 full pallets.
of where you're actually putting it down. And all of those is because of the wrong resolution. We've seen we've seen in 19 where you try to do, you try to put something down, and it basically says that you don't own the land or whatever. Clearly, you do. It goes back to
Took at least 5 minutes for that truck to load.
that's not realistic. It took like 20 or 30 longer. Where's the Refusin? Oh, Dr. Death is charging me $500 a 1,000 liters for dead pig. Wonder how many liters a dead pig is. Do we have to chop it up? Stick it in liter jars? So that's why I think that map is more gimmick than
Disturbing.
going to be very overly playful. The map author who did Emerald Coast, PCS 101, he made a standard size starter map and he made a 4x starter map with the correct early files. He went to make a standards or a starter map for 16x, and basically Giant's editor wouldn't take it. So tells me that the underlying farm layers and texture painting layers where you paint the starting crops on fields and such aren't going to be the right resolution. Like the first iteration in Western Australia had the files all wrong, and you would see like fields having double crops. You'd see sections of the field that weren't painted. If you try to use the terrain detail, you might get huge squares that raise up and down, as opposed to as opposed to what they should be. Just because the overall pixel size on those is too big. Apparently, this truck is really light. It's only 1,787 kilograms.
$787 kilograms.
2050.
You got half as much as I do, and you weigh more. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's. Yeah, we fixed that, right?
Well, that's kind of lackluster.
You don't get much for that stuff.
Oh, $1,500. Yeah, that is. I think we would get more for a load of straw.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a red down arrow, so point, but yeah, I just went looking through all the messages. I'm like, I didn't see anything naughty. Chat's been good. Yeah, clearly it's not a profitable product like the Emerald Isles. where Lewis is making his fortune. I think I need to put somebody's channel.
I'm not making a fortune yet. Sorry, Lewis isn't making a fortune yet.
So, guys, if you want to go check out a really, really cool series, check out Raznik's channel. I'll put a link up here in chat if here in a few moments. I know Doughboy's battery is running low. He's doing a kind of a storytelling series on Emerald Coast. It's mostly short videos, 15, 20 minutes at the max. But
Yeah, anytime you want to
tells a great little
promote my
story.
channel, feel free. I won't bother me.
I just pimped it. I gotta link it. He's telling a story of how somebody started from nothing, just rolled into town owning nothing, became a global entrepreneur. All started Emerald Coast. Here's his channel, guys. Go check him out.
So the stuff in the farm store, it sells when it closes. Is that right? That's when you get.
Well, Monday through Friday, she closes at 7 p.m. Supposedly Saturday 9 to 12, and Sunday they don't open. Let's see what day it is. Today is Thursday, supposedly. Today she should close at 7. 2 game days, she should close at noon. So interesting to see if Saturday, she still only get her money at 7. Then on Sunday, it would be interesting to see if she's not. Yeah, the blower's on. It's just it pulls the product in very, very slowly.
It turned off. I got too far away from it.
You even have an automated belt or an animated belt because you pull a little strip on the belt, just rotate around.
Oh, that is cool.
Clean up here. Nope, just some old stuff, a bike, and a photo.
I bet you that picture's worth millions.
Listen to
Probably
Lewis. Lewis is trying to make even more money over here in Germany.
Probably been hiding out here since the war.
Let's see. What else do we have to get into? The hay blower. It's pretty much full. The silage, he said this is full. It was full. 200,000. Yeah, it's full. All right. Let's load. Sell another load of compost just to get rid of it. Then we'll call it for an evening. Tomorrow night we'll be over on American Truck Sim doing some multiplayer. If that doughboy there manages to get his game room back together, wouldn't mind having him
And I love the way
join
this
us.
fence sounds.
Which one?
This
1050?
820. This 820.
The blue one?
Anybody get $10? I borrow this chick wants to sell me a wolf slime or something for $10.
Wolf slime.
Well, I need translation.
So can you use compost as fertilizer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad said he uses it for fertilizer because obviously it has no real value.
Does it get used at a pretty quick rate, or is it like the old Hoff where compost went forever?
I haven't tried. I don't know. I have a spreader, do we?
Nope. Let's buy a big one.
You probably do a manure spreader. I still get a kick out of the shop.
We can buy the. Should we get the self-propelled one with the Homer? Might as well, right?
Yeah, might as well, right?
We'll even put arrows on.
Jamberry was thinking about the Homer back when we were doing the beats.
It's down at the shop. I'll drive it up.
So if we go to manure spreaders, we'll see that they take manure now and compost. So any manure spreader in-game will take compost.
Homer, it started out as a blacksmith shop, right?
I only do because I watched Talking Tractors over at Raznak's YouTube channel. It's Talking Tractors, brought to you by Raznak from YouTube, where you get little interesting historical tidbits about in-game vehicles and mods. Done several on various modded John Deeres, Homer, possibly Voltra. Maybe some international harvesters like the IH1660. No, I can't remember.
Is that belt still over at the compost place?
Yeah. Do more than those?
Oh.
I was able to fuel up the Gator. See if I can fuel up this truck.
So I'm looking at this vehicle, and it's the super high tech, amazing machine made out of steel and plastic and composite. And then there's wood railing on the top of the manure spreader. I don't understand why.
That extra little load. I'm not getting it. I definitely fuel it up the Gator. I don't know. I'll mention it to him. Let's go over here.
Here, take it. I was gonna go over to fuel 11, throwing some on.
Straw field. Yeah, I'll start it, then I'll quit.
I really don't think we need any more straw.
I don't know if they said anything, but it looks like the Emerald Coast multiplayer. They want to switch over to what's that valley map? The Goldcrest Valley 4X.
Oh, is it Silvercrest Valley or
It's just called Valley Crest.
There
Valley
you
Crest?
go. There you go. It's called Crest toothpaste, brightening, all white formula. So on the way to get lunch today, there was a John Deere liquid fertilizer sprayer, self-propelled, behind me. Spread tires, tall thing, annoyingly loud. Kept waiting for it to drive under me, over me. No, usage is pretty high.
Goes through it pretty quick.
Already down to 88%.
Kadoo.
80%. And fertilizing.
Does it have a custom texture on the field, or is it just wet like fertilized?
I don't know. I mean, it just looks fertilized, but then again, it's dark. So it's fertilized.
You know how in 17 it had in 17 it had like that really dark black layer it would put on if you use compost.
Have you tried that, Chad? It might work. I know when Darren was working on his anhydrous, he said variable spray usage would blow things up. He had to go in and basically modify variable spray usage and basically tell it what anhydrous was. Then it worked. Wondering if it would behave the same. Oh.
So it didn't go far at all.
I'm wondering if it would behave the same.
Oh, we got butter.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Well, I think that large bags in general have questionable performance on multiplayer.
Has anybody seen the little John Deere?
Sparked by the slurry output of the pig area. We had Farmer Andy's big bags on a server that was running the field mountain map, and they were having issues where basically it was like taffy. Bag would just stretch all around. Folks had reported having a similar issue or seeing it similar on some other multiplayer action.
You said they just backed this tank right into the Cheesemaker?
Yeah. I think I got out of it.
So we got a bunch of milk up here in the barn.
So it's definitely cheaper than solid fertilizer, compost. Go through it so much. Make a lot, and I mean it took maybe 3 game days to make this. You can find this map over at lsfarming-mods.com. The link right there. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know about German health codes, but I'm pretty sure here in America it would be frowned upon driving a side by side into a food production facility.
What happens when the health inspector is not around? The health inspector doesn't know. Just don't tell. Works for the military, then it's got to be good. Let's see. We'll go check this out, and then we will turn it off. Uh-oh. Aaron's left. He's done for the day. Working.
Excellent.
Oh, so the cheese even shows up here in the little forms
As it's producing, yeah.
while it's cooking, and then when it's made, it's got a label and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool. All right, guys, we are going to quit for the night.
Pretty fancy.
Thanks for coming out and watching. And tomorrow we will plan for Truckers MP. Now my 5-year-old has preschool graduation. Kind of crazy, I know, but hey. That's at 7 p.m. We're going to shoot for 9:30 again tomorrow night. Should be back and ready to do stuff by then. So next time, guys, happy farming.